Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Shalom, and welcome to our Biblical Hebrew podcast. Today I would like to speak to you about the word Torah. What is the word Torah? The word Torah is a general name for all 5 books of Moses. The word Torah is written in 4 letters: Tav, Vav, Resh, Hey, Torah. The sages say that the word Torah comes from the word Har, Hey, Resh. The word Har in Hebrew is a mountain, and often when the Bible speaks about mountain, the Bible means the realm of thoughts. Like when we go in nature and we see in a way 3 levels of geographical landscape, the highest is mountain. The sages say that mountains, as we see them in nature, they are a reflection of the thought because they're very high. Like the thought is very high, in a high realm. It's in the mind. Like human head is at the top of the human body. So mountains, they represent the thought, which is high. And like in nature, hills are not that high as mountains. They are like the realm of more emotions, like our hands, like arms. They're not high as the thought, as a mountain, but hills are like in the realms of emotions, in the realms of the heart and the arms. And then we have another level in geography, which are the prairies or the valleys. And this is in the human body, is just the lower part. So we have 3 realms in our bodies: the head, which is reflected by the thought, or in nature by high mountains. And we have the middle part, which is reflected by the hills, and the lower part, which is reflected in the shape of a valley or prairie or very flat field. So, going back to the topic of which we started, the Torah is a reflection of the divine thought. This is why an ancient lore says that 2,000 years before the world was created, God used to look at the Torah and creating worlds. What does it mean? What does it mean to look at the Torah and creating worlds? If we pass through a street and we see there is a sign of which there is here a bus station, we just pass through, run through the street or ride bicycle or via bus, we just see something written and we continue. We don't stop to reflect. But if we stop next to this sign and we look into it, we see, okay, there is like a pillar of metal. On the top of it, there is a round plate or a square plate, and there is a picture of a bus. And when we stop and look at something and focus, and we ask ourselves questions about what and how and who, suddenly this street sign has a new meaning for us. It's not just something that we rush over during the day without noticing it, but we stop and we look into it and we look at the letters which are written under the bus or under the drawing or the print. And this process of thinking, of focusing and asking questions, the sages describe it as creating worlds, because by questioning things and pondering of things, we are craving worlds inside of us. It's not just going through everything like it was a race of horses, flat rate, without noticing. No, we ask and we ponder and we look inside of the thought that created this street sign. This is what we do in our sessions too. We read the Bible in Hebrew and we question every word, every letter, every structure of the letters in one word. And by looking and asking those questions, we are creating more and more worlds inside of us. And this is not a matter of opinions. This is not a matter of knowledge. This is pure focusing at the essence of things, at the tree of life. So this was our little conversation about the Torah and its inner meaning. We wish you a beautiful day and wonderful week. Thank you for listening to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Koltuv and Shalom.